welcome back to today's video. So today we are doing a makeup tutorial using all makeup that is good for our skin. All of these makeup products in front of me have ingredients that are good for your skin. They're not going to harm your skin or put any type of bad chemicals onto your skin. I've been so into that lately. Pretty much on a daily basis, this is what I've been using on my skin, and it's just, I love it. Like, I honestly love these products. All these products are by the Osmosis brand and the Glow Minerals makeup brand. Now, you guys know my obsession with the Osmosis skincare is freaking fabulous. So I tested out a bunch of their makeup because their makeup has all good for your skin type of ingredients. There's nothing in it that's going to cause inflammation to the skin, which is just absolutely amazing. So I've been testing out a lot of their products, and again, I've just come to absolutely love them. So I decided to carry them on Premier Look, as well as carry some Glow Minerals products, and I'm actually adding more and more of the Glow Minerals makeup to my site, premierlook.com, at the same time as having all the Osmosis makeup on the site as well, because I just feel like, you know, I'm really into it. Probably a lot of you guys are into a lot of the makeup that can be good for your skin, so I'm going to be carrying all my favorites on my website as well. But we are just going to jump into this video. I've got my coffee on hand right now because it has been so gloomy, so dreary here in the Newport Coast area in California. I can't even function. I haven't seen the sun in like days. We've been like living in a cloud around here, so I need coffee today. So I've got my coffee ready. I got all my makeup products here. I'm going to zoom you guys in and let's get started. All right, let me roll up these sleeves here, and then let me pull out this little guy right here. It's the Pure Cosmetics Correcting Primer. This is a mineral-based primer, good for your skin, no harsh chemicals. It's not going to do anything damaging to your skin. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to apply this to my T-zone. And then I am just going to take this product right here. This is the Osmosis Color, the CC Cream Color Correcting Foundation. Softens, lifts, and illuminates. This has been my absolute go-to foundation on a daily basis. It is perfect for like daily wear. Like if you're running errands, if you're just around the house, if you're, I mean, honestly, like anywhere. You don't want like a complete full coverage look. I am loving this foundation. It kind of just gives a light coverage to the skin, so it's nothing, again, not full coverage. It is a CC cream, but it's got a lot of skin benefits to it, and it's got a really pretty light coverage that just evens out your skin tone, makes your skin look fabulous, lasts all day, not cakey, not heavy or thick, but it's not sheer either. So I have been loving this. Now, I am in the shade Neutral. It comes in a pump like this, and when you pump it out, I will show you guys on my hand too. When you pump it out, it comes out as like a white kind of cream, and you can see up close that it actually has like little speckles in it. And then when you blend it into your skin, it actually transforms to your skin color and matches your skin. So you want to get a very close to your skin match for this foundation, but it will adjust to your skin tone and then blend right into your skin. It is so beautiful. It's not too dewy. It is not matte. It is just very natural on your skin. So I'm going to use my hands, and I'm just going to apply this to my face. So I'm just pumping some out, and I'm just going to dab it kind of like I do with the foundation. And I'm just going to rub it in. You guys will see it just literally transforms and then just becomes like a really nice foundation on your skin. So do you see how that covers my skin? It's just very natural. I mean, it doesn't cover up. I have a little pimple or two right here. It doesn't completely cover that, but I'm okay with that. I'm not about, you know, having completely perfected, flawless skin every day. I don't mind letting my little imperfections or flaws show through. That makes us humans. So for me, I like that very natural, just, hey, this is me, this is my skin, this is me on an everyday basis. Take it or leave it. I love that type of foundation on a daily basis. It's not tacky, it's not sticky. It just feels like your absolute skin, and I love it. It's just like your skin, but a little bit more perfected. So for me on a daily basis, this is what I go to. Now I am gonna run the brows through my brows real quick, so I'll be right back. All right, we're back with the brows on. Let me get some coffee. And I see that the sun is actually peeking out a little bit, and that's what it's been doing lately. It's like 1 o'clock almost. The sun peeks out for like an hour or two, and then like the fog rolls back in. So we got a short window of time with a little bit of sun. Okay, so sticking with the very natural everyday makeup look today, I am gonna use, where is it here? I'm gonna take my Giorgio Armani eye tint. This is in the shade number 24. This is what I use. You see me use it in tutorials all the time. I just kind of prime my eyelids with it, but today I'm gonna use it just as an eyeshadow, which is really what it's meant to do anyway. So I'm just gonna blend this out onto my eyelid here. This is a great, like, everyday, easy, quick eye look too. And you guys know I am all about that life with the eye looks. Quick, easy, it's my middle name. Well, actually that sounds really bad. Okay, so we got that blended onto the eyelid. Then I'm gonna take another one of the Giorgio Armani eye tints. This is in the shade number 23. And this is just like a really pretty kind of just like neutral brown. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna dab a little bit onto the outer portion of my eye. And just taking a blending brush, just blend that out. Just so it kind of gives a little bit into the crease and just a little definition there. So easy, nothing too crazy, just a very natural, just quick eye. All right, just easy peasy, eyes like that. I'm gonna add some eyeliner with my Inglot Gel Eyeliner, and I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll be right back again. All right, eyeliner in place for the day. I'm gonna take my Surratt eyelash curler. We're gonna curl the lashes. All right, so with the lashes, we're gonna take the Revitalash Volumizing Primer. You guys see this in every video pretty much. I love this stuff. Just primes the eyelashes, makes them extra thick and dark, just makes them like extra good. And then using the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash Mascara, I'm gonna go over that primer before it dries. I always do one eye and then go to the other eye. So I'm gonna add this mascara over top of that Revitalash primer. Okay, so the upper eyes are done. We're gonna move on to concealer now. I gotta conceal, I got some dark circles going on today. So now is the perfect time. I'm gonna show you guys this concealer because I love this concealer as well. It's the Osmosis Age Defying Treatment Concealer. This is good for your under eyes. There's a lot of benefits to it, a lot of skincare ingredients to help with, you know, anti-aging for the under eye. But the thing that I love so much about this is the fact that it has this moisture stick on the top. You roll it up, it's a moisture stick, and you apply this under your eye before taking the other end of concealer and then, you know, applying your concealer. This moisture stick is everything when you have aging, more dry under eyes. My under eyes tend to be a little bit more dry, which is how a lot of us go as we get older. There's actually no pores under your eyes, 0 pores under your eyes. So there's no, you know, natural moisture or hydration through your actual, you know, sweat or oil glands or anything like that that comes out through your under eyes. So it's gonna naturally be more dry, and then as you get older, it just becomes even more dry. So this is just an absolute favorite of mine because when you apply this to your under eyes, I have been using this and it makes my concealer and under eyes look flawless. Like I am telling you guys, flawless. And I seriously just did a concealer video with like my favorite concealers and my worst concealers, if you guys saw that video. And it was actually before I tried this concealer because this would have made it into my top 5 favorite concealers. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna use this today. This is in the shade Light. And let me, you know what? Let me show you guys. I have it in the shade Light and I have it in the shade Fair. So I'm gonna show you guys swatches of each. That way you guys can see what it looks like. That is the shade Light right here. And then the Fair shade, I'll put it right next to it. And technically I can wear both, just depending on if I'm self-tan or really what I'm doing. But that is the Fair shade. So Fair and then Light on this side. So those are the 2 that I have. Most of the time though, I do reach for the Light. That matches my skin tone the best right now. So I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna take it and I'm just going to dab it right under the eye, and then I'm going to just kind of dab it on into the skin here. And then just flipping it over and twisting open this end, you have your doe foot applicator type of concealer. I am just going to apply this concealer. Now this concealer does, you know, a little bit goes a long way with this as well. Now the thing that I like about this too is the fact that because your CC cream doesn't have as much coverage, you know, it's obviously more of a light coverage, you can take this and you can apply your concealer just anywhere, you know, that you might need a little extra coverage, and there you go. I love not having like a full foundation face of makeup every day. I just love that, you know, feel and look. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender, which is damp, and I am going to blend that concealer in. Okay, so there's the concealer blended out. You can see what it looks like. Like I said, it has good coverage. Now it's not complete full coverage. If you want full coverage, add something like that Armani corrector underneath your concealer. But it's great coverage. For me on a daily basis, like this is all I really care about. It's really all I need. So I love this concealer for just your everyday look. Again, it has good for your skin ingredients. This little moisture stick on the end is so like age defying, just like the name says. It just does something really great under your eyes. It kind of holds your concealer in place place because it kind of acts like a little bit like a primer at the same time. And I just think this is a fabulous, fabulous little concealer. I love it. So there you have the under eye. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eyes now with the Osmosis, the finishing powder, the translucent powder. Looks like this. I've been actually using this to set my under eyes and it's perfect. It's not cakey, it's not powdery, it's just simply like leaves such a perfect finish to your makeup, so I love that. I'm gonna take my brush that I always use to set my under eye here. Let's get some of that on this brush. And I'm just going to dab the under eye. And then taking out my big powder brush here, this is the La Mer powder brush, I'm going to use the Osmosis Pressed Base. This is in the shade Natural Medium. Now, this is what I use if you want a little extra coverage to your CC cream. This just sets your foundation absolutely beautifully, but it actually adds a good amount of coverage at the same time. You can use this as a powder foundation alone, or you can use it like I am just using to set my foundation, but it's so, so gorgeous on the skin. So I'm gonna get some of that onto my powder brush, and I am just going to apply that to my skin, and you will see like how flawless like your makeup just becomes with this powder foundation. It just really sets your makeup beautifully and it really gives a good amount of coverage. It also doesn't ever look powdery. It is one of my new favorite powders now for setting foundation. And again, if you have more of a lighter coverage foundation that you want to like step it up a little bit and cover up a little bit more, this is so good. And again, good for your skin. So I love that. Okay, so now do you see the coverage on my skin? It is perfect. I love it. So light on the skin, so good for your skin, and just the perfect everyday, just anywhere type of look. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And I always just get extra happy when I know I'm using makeup or something that's good for my skin. That's just me. Okay, so moving on from my little bit of craziness, I can't help it when it comes to my skin and, you know, using the best things on my skin and taking care of my skin, I just get very much into it. So I'm going to move on. We're gonna finish this eye look quick. So because I use those liquid type of eyeshadows, I am just going to take just a very light color from my Visart palette, something like this. And I'm just going to run this under my eye just to kind of balance out the eye. If I do an eyeshadow on the top, then I just balance it out by a little bit on the bottom. And you know, if you're like me, I used to always think that the good for your skin makeup, like the mineral makeup, stuff like that, was just not that good of makeup. That's just what I always thought until I've tried a lot of these products. I personally don't like Bare Minerals. It's a line that I've tried a long time ago, and I just personally am not a big fan of Bare Minerals. Even though it is, you know, mineral based, it's better for your skin, I just was never a big fan of it. So in my head, I always was like, oh, like I want to use good stuff for my skin, but I just don't like it. But I'm telling you guys, if you thought that way, this stuff is completely gonna change your mind. It is so pretty and so good on your skin. So I'm gonna move on now. Let's finish up the eyes with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay, so let's move on to bronzer. Now I have 3 bronzers here. I have the Osmosis South Beach bronzer, which looks like this. I have been using this. It is so freaking gorgeous. Then I have this bronzer by Glow Minerals. This is the Sunlight bronzer. This has seriously been like my 4th or 5th one of these. I have used this for years. I love this bronzer. Honestly, I love it more than my Chanel, my Guerlain, my you name it, whatever bronzer. This beats them all. I love it that much. It is so insanely good. I used to talk about this on my channel so much before, and I completely forgot about it for a while. It was like in the back of my bronzer drawer. Shame on me. I have not pulled it out in forever, and I recently started pulling out again, and I just completely remembered why this was my all-time favorite bronzer. It is perfection. And the other Glow Minerals that I've talked about on my channel that I cannot live without, it's their cream bronzer, and it looks like this. This is my 2nd one of these. It is the perfect everyday bronzer. I love cream products, you guys know that. This just melts and blends in with your skin and gives you the best bronze that looks so natural. I just love it. So I don't know which one to use today. Those are all 3 just amazing bronzers. Let me swatch them all for you guys, and I'll show you just the swatches at least so you guys can get a good idea of like the coloring. This is the cream bronzer right here. I mean, seriously, look at that. It is the perfect shade of like a tan bronze. Love it. This is the Glow Minerals Sunlight bronzer. Oh my gosh, this one gives such a beautiful light glow to the skin. It's not like completely matte, but it's not like real glowy either, but it makes your skin just look like you were hit by the sun. Like, it just looks very natural, perfect color. It's the best. And that Sunlight bronzer is this middle shade right here. So that's the Cream Glow Minerals, and that is the Sunlight Glow Minerals. And then let me show you guys the Osmosis, and then I have to figure out what I want to wear today. So here's all three of the bronzers. The Glow Minerals Cream, Glow Minerals Sunlight in the middle, and then that's the Osmosis South Beach bronzer on the end here. They're all so beautiful. I would say the South Beach probably has a little bit more of the warmest tone out of all of them. If you guys can see that, let me see. They're honestly all so good. I don't know which one to use today. All right, decisions here. I guess I'm gonna use the Osmosis South Beach one because I used the Glow Minerals Sunlight in previous videos a long time ago, and I've talked about that before, but I've never used the Osmosis on camera. So let's use this one today. I'm gonna take my Trish McAvoy fan brush here. That's what I've been using as my bronzer brush. Let's just sweep that along the hairline, kind of into the hairline a little bit. Such a beautiful bronzer. It just really makes it look like you just stepped off a beach. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, these companies will rival any high-end bronzer. I am telling you that. I am not joking. I am not exaggerating. They are amazing. Amazing. This is the bronzer I've been using a lot lately in my daily life as well, just because it's newer to me, and I do use the Glow Minerals all the time, but like I said, this one's a little bit newer to me, so I've been using this bronzer and just absolutely loving that. Do you see that gorgeousness on my skin? It's so good. All right, so now that we're all bronzed up here and looking like we just stepped off the beach, we're gonna move on to blush. I'm gonna take the Osmosis blush. This is in the shade Peony. I have every single one of the Osmosis blushes and I love them all. The colors are so beautiful. They are super pigmented. They all just look absolutely beautiful on the skin. They blend onto the skin so well. Again, they could rival any other brand of blush. I am in love with these. But I'm gonna take the shade Peony today, which is like a beautiful pop of pink that kind of gives you that like youthful looking cheeks. I love this shade. So let me get on in there with my blush brush and apply this to my cheeks. You guys are gonna die over this color. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it really just gives you that like youthful, pretty pink glow to your cheeks. And like I said, these blushes are really pigmented. So I'm gonna go over it with just a clean powder brush and just kind of blend that in a little bit. They're super pigmented. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, it is so pretty. I want you guys to see this in person. It looks so good. Look at that blush. Oh my God, it's like a blush orgasm around here. I can't help it. So we're gonna move on and finish up with the highlight today. I'm gonna use this right here. This is the Glow Minerals Shimmer Brick in the shade Luster. This is absolutely gorgeous. You can use them separately. You can use them, you know, all together, which is what I'm gonna do today. But it's got these beautiful different color pigments, and then they just create such a gorgeous glow and highlight to your skin. So I am going to just kind of dab around in all of them. I like using them all together. And then let's just add a little bit of a glow here. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous too. So gorgeous and so good for your skin at the same time. Look at that glow we got going on. So gorgeous. And let's finish off the lips with the ColourPop Skimpy Lip Liner. You guys know my obsession continues with this lip liner. Okay, so I have two of the Osmosis lip colors here. These are two of their lipsticks. I have the shade First Kiss, and I have not tried these yet, so we're gonna try these out together today. I have First Kiss and I have Skinny Dip. So let me swatch these both, and then let's see which one will look the best with what we're wearing. This one is Skinny Dip. That is totally me. That is so pretty, just like the perfect everyday pink. That's gorgeous. And then Skinny Dip was a little bit more nude, if I remember. Just like, yeah, just a little bit. It's actually not too nude. It's actually pink as well, but more of a lighter pink. Looks like that. I think I'm gonna go with Skinny Dip, a little bit of the darker pinky nude. That first one we tried, let's try this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this feels incredible on my lips. It is so smoothing, and I literally just lost every lip line that was in my lips. Like, it literally just made my lips have no lines. It completely smoothed out my lips. Oh my gosh, and it's amazing coverage and feels so light. Like, it feels like I have nothing on my lips. Okay, I'm fully obsessed with these now too. These are gorgeous. Look at that color too. It's like perfect. Okay, so I completely love this entire makeup look. It's so pretty. It's all good for your skin. So one last look here before I zoom back out. Look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Everything we used, I am just fully in love with, if you cannot tell that already. All right, so that wraps it up for this makeup look today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I am just super excited that we finally found good for your skin makeup that is honestly so flawless on your skin. I could not love these products anymore. These are honestly the products that I've been using on a daily basis. One, because as you can see, they truly are flawless on your skin. They will rival any high-end makeup product, and I just love them. Number two, they are all good for your skin. They're not gonna harm your skin. They're not putting chemicals or ingredients on your skin that are actually inflaming your skin or in turn aging your skin faster. They're all ingredients that are going to benefit your skin and not harm your skin. So it's just something that I'm very passionate about. I just always want to take the best care of my skin, and these are products that if you wear makeup, why not have them be good for your skin? And I am telling you, they are completely gorgeous on your skin. I will link all the products down below in the description box, but they are all now available on my website, premierlook.com. I decided to carry these after I've been trying them and using them and just completely cannot live without them now. So I know you guys will absolutely love them as well, so I will link them all down below for you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. And that wraps it up for today, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.